Hey everybody, welcome to Redeemer. As I talk to you from week to week, I've been doing a lot of it from here, from the third pew back on the lectern side. I like this spot because it reminds me of, this building. You see, it's got this great brick right here. It's got our beautiful, stained glass right there. And our balcony, which is really pretty and I don't think gets enough love. But what I really like about it is the pews. It's where we sit. It's where we come to experience Christ, where we grow as Christians. Yes, we, of course, rightly put a lot of weight behind the baptismal font and the altar right there because the baptism and Eucharist are such key parts of really all of our theology. Anything we do in the church can and should be hung on either of those two hooks. But this is where we spend most of our time. And even though I do sit in a chair up there helping get this whole liturgy moving along, I'm still a Christian who needs to experience Christ in community. And so that's why I'm here in these communal seats. Now, it saddens me that, yes, we are not in these seats as often or in the same numbers that we are accustomed to. But that's why I like to bring you weekly messages from here. But I have something else I'd like for you to consider. Why are we doing all this stuff online? Well, yeah, it's for safety, but shouldn't we be doing something a little more? Yeah, I know. A lot of people would really rather be in church, like experiencing church as they are accustomed to it. But right now, guys, that's not always the safest and best option. And does this mean that church is always going to be like this? Well, yes and no. There will certainly come a time where we can do things in a way that is much more comfortable, how we have always experienced them. But that doesn't mean that the online presence will go away. You see, even before this whole pandemic thing started, when I was early into my seminary career, I recognized that so many people weren't coming to church because, frankly, it was more convenient to stay home or to go get brunch. I mean, let's face it, Eggs Benedict is tasty. But if we're going to remain a relevant and growing church instead of a church of decline, then we're going to have to be online. Now, some of you are thinking, yeah, Andrew, you've told us that before. But I'm ready to meet people where they are. And I hate to say it, they're not always in there. They're out here in the world. And so that means going out and evangelizing. It means meeting people where they are. And yes, I realize I say that as I'm walking down the street, and there's no one in these streets. They're all online. And even before the pandemic, most people from my generation, that's where they've been. So that's where I think our ministry needs to happen. Online, in an increased capacity. So when I ask for y'all to subscribe to the YouTube channel, or to like things on Facebook, or to retweet something I put on Twitter, it's only helping grow the presence of the Episcopal Church of the Redeemer and the church as a whole. Did you know that we've actually increased our weekly membership since going online? Yeah, we've just made it a lot easier for people to come and see what we're doing. They're just doing it from their computer screen. Now, do I want us to abandon the building and to go online? No. I think that would be a really hard, for us to do. Because Christianity is meant to be experienced as a community. I think that we lift each other up. I think that we show each other kindness and that we're able to express radical love and hospitality together and to those who are in need as our neighbors. However, that doesn't mean that online communities aren't already established and thriving. So why not help them out as well? So your homework for this week, go out and express your love for Christ to someone who you encounter this day. And if you can, do it online. And if you can't, do it out in the world. Just, wear a mask.